Duke, what are you doing? We'll wait till everybody comes. I got the live notification. Oh, that's awesome. It's working. Sandy, how are you? We barely have any sun. It's so freaking cloudy today. Let's go see what Duke is doing. We got 12 yards of dirt, and this is what he's been doing. This is like heaven for him. Is that the polycarbonate on your deck? It's actually it's there. It just came in yesterday. I went and picked it up, Blaine, and they just they gave me the wrong roofing nails, roofing screws. So I have to wait till it comes in, or else I would have got it installed today. But now I have to wait till I think Tuesday or Wednesday before they come in. What is the temperature in the mountains today? I think it's about 10 degrees today. It's supposed to kind of hit 20, but the sun is just, it's like a bright white. You can barely see it. Seriously, it's like so freaking cloudy. It's a little bit chilly. There's Duke. Doing good. Duke is doing good. He's a happy little boy. That's all he's been doing today. He's just playing. And we started building the chicken coop yesterday. So maybe I'll have it done in the next day or two. Yes, it's not as nice today as it should have been. Here. Yes. Find the ball. You lost it. Find it. Yeah. Here, dig so we can find it. You keep losing things. Are you drilling the holes for the screws? I'm thinking polycarbonate can be a little brittle. Yeah, I'm gonna actually pre-drill it just to round up a crack in them or damaging the plastic, because they're not as thick as I expected them to be. I wanted them to be like at least 4 or higher millimeter, and they don't have anything like that here, and they get pretty expensive. So I'm gonna do it like a little bit cheaper. So I bought a cheaper material, the polycarbonate. They're only about a mil thick, 1 or I think 2 mil thick. And if it does do good and it doesn't smell, maybe down the road I can pre-order some thick ones, but I have to get them from somewhere in the US or have them here in Canada. And Home Depot has them, but they're very expensive, almost about $500 a sheet. Do you often come live these days? I'm trying to actually come live at least twice a week if I could. I know it's always going to be like a Saturday or a Sunday, and it's going to be probably during the weekdays sometimes. But next week, I'm going to be heading back to the city to pick up some more food and meat and stuff. Then I'll come back again. So I'll be a lot of traveling right now, back and forth. Are you using rubber washers under the screws head for cushion? Yes, they actually automatically come with the rubber cushion as well to kind of prevent any damage. They're just the size they gave me was too small. So waiting for them to come in on Tuesday. Duke, you're done. Did you find the ball? We lost it. We lost 2 balls yesterday in the dirt. I should put my other shoes on, eh, bud? What is this? What is this? Say hi to everybody. Yeah. You're full of freaking dirt. I looked up what could help varicose veins. I was happy to see you had 3 vitamins that would help. Yes, I've done a video on it as well too. So if you had a chance to review it, would be great. How old is Duke now? He's 3 years old. He's a big boy. So this section here was quite big. Now it's like all kind of destroyed by Duke, which is good. It's fine. We're gonna flatten it all out eventually. What's your Substack about, please? How subscription difference? So the Substack, if you do like to read, the Substack that I put in there, they're full of protocols and dosing based on individuals' unique levels. So I do have a lot of valuable information on there. If you go check it out, you can subscribe for free. For the paid, eventually I'm gonna make the whole thing being paid. So they won't be access, it'll be just strictly for private members. But I put a lot of information on there, a lot of information, a lot of dosing, a lot of scientific info, a lot of stuff that I've tested over the years and I've used. He's a big pup. Yeah, he's pretty big. He's pretty solid Duke. He's about close to about 90 some pounds, 94 pounds or so, between 92 and 94 pounds, give or take. I keep him as lean as possible. So he eats about 1 pound of meat every day with 3 eggs. And sometimes he has end up, a little bit, half a cup of white rice once or twice a week as well too, to maintain his body weight and maintain his glycogen storage as well too. And he does get a lot of taurine, anywhere between 3 to 6 grams daily, and lots of magnesium. Oh, he is a digging machine. He keeps going and going and going nonstop. Today, kind of, it's terrible. If we have no sun, we're gonna end up having a lot of mosquitoes, which just kind of sucks. Okay, I will look back. Thank you. Looks like a great project you're doing. We're trying. We got the tiny house pretty much done. We gotta fix the roof. Then I'm gonna do a guest room this year if I have time. But I want to finish the chicken coop in the next couple days. So maybe I can find me some chicken. What are your thoughts on raw cacao powder? Good source of magnesium, even thought high phytic acid. No, it's not a good source of magnesium. You don't get much, and it's very high in phytic acid, but as well it does have oxalates as well too. So if you have issues with joints, you can actually get it. There isn't a whole lot of good, what do you call it? Good information about cacao that people says it activates, stem cells and other things. The amount, it's so minuscule that you can't even see the difference. What can we directly message you Substack to? You can definitely direct me on Substack, yeah. And I'm more active there on Substack just because I'm making it more of a private location for a lot of the members. So definitely once you go there, and once I close it off to being private, wait until I hit about 3,000 subscribers. So we're getting close to about 2,200 right now. Then I will be 100% fully private. What to do with itchy scalp? Well, you're probably lacking of omega-3, not enough essential fatty acids in your diet, not enough fats in your diet. Duke, excavator, vitamin D3 with K2 or just D3 alone? I actually like to take D3 alone during the daytime, and I like to take vitamin K2 at night because calcium gets regulated at night, and that's when you need your vitamin K2, MK7 to be actively working. But of course, keep in mind, for vitamin K2 and for vitamin D3 to work correctly, you still need magnesium as well. And certain individuals, based on their diet, they would need zinc. That's how I actually allow vitamin D to work properly, and to actually make sure, calcium is being regulated correctly. Do you have your iron phosphate granules ready for the slug season? I haven't bought any. I have to order some. Because I know last year we struggled with so many freaking slugs. It was crazy. I have to get that, but now I'm because the weather hasn't been good here since I've been here. It hasn't been sunny at all. Like, we've had one sunny day since I've been here in the past 3 weeks. I want to do something for the mosquitoes because I have a lot of water. I have a creek coming down from this section and I have a creek on that section. I've been trying to fix it. There's a small creek here and there's a bigger one there, but we're getting a lot of mosquitoes. So it hasn't been helping. And I kind of don't like mosquitoes. I gotta figure something out. I know the chickens will probably help. Maybe they'll clean the section for me. Unless you guys have a pretty good idea what to do. Duke, what'd you find? He's hiding. There you go. What'd you find? Did you find the ball that you lost? Oh, by the way, we had some turkeys came yesterday. We had about 9 turkeys came to the land. Me and Duke stayed inside so they can actually come up all the way here. They made it all the way up to this section. Then I let Duke go out and go crazy a bit. But we couldn't leave the fence. I don't want him to actually go after them. Love your land with all the trees around. Beautiful. Thank you. It is a nice little place. Eventually I'm gonna actually have a line of trees on here, so it's nice and hidden. So I don't have to, once I remove the trailer, it'll be good. Do you think there's a correlation of dairy causing an increased risk of prostate cancer? The only reason dairy can actually activate cancer cells or kind of cause issues with prostate, for example, is because it is a hormonal food. And being a hormonal food that is actually being controlled by corporations and companies that actually it's pasteurized, and whenever it's pasteurized they actually infuse it with more vitamin D, more calcium, and that causes an issue. But because it is a hormonal food, because due to the cows have fed too much hormones, that actually causes an issue with our body. So yeah, you have to be careful with it unless you're able to get it 100% raw. Duke is having perfect Saturday. Oh, 100%. He's having boiled eggs too. Is having boiled eggs too. For Duke, yeah, he does actually. When we do the boiled eggs, we actually do them for only like 6 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes. So this with the yolk is nice and raw. Thank you. Yes, with magnesium, but every time I try magnesium, I get palpitation. I'm booking 1 hour with you, and with me probably 2 hours. I'll need a loss of advice. Be off work for a week. Sounds good. Yeah, keep me updated. And the only reason you're having palpitations is probably because you're taking the glycine, magnesium glycinate. Try peppermint and cedar oil, hose and spray to help keep mosquitoes. Okay, I'm gonna go buy some peppermint and cedar oil. Use a little dish liquid in the mixture. Okay. So cedar oil and peppermint. I'm gonna order some from Amazon because probably here they won't have any in town. Is drinking raw milk okay? Drinking raw milk is okay because it still has the lactase in it, and it's 100%. Make sure it is 100% grass-fed, not like grain-fed or soy or any of that crap seed. I haven't had much of that stuff here in Canada, and because everything that you buy from certain farmers here, they are all bullshit. They tell you it is 100% grass-fed or 100% it's, we don't feed them or we don't give them any hormones. It's all a bunch of crap. It's they do so much to them, and that's why whenever we check the omega-6 to omega-3, the ratio is quite high, and certain essential fatty acids are off. So you have to kind of be careful. Is there a salt to use after triple bypass heart surgery and cooking oil? Yeah, there is, of course. Of course there is. The salt I use, there is a Canadian brand that I buy from here, from Vancouver Island. Very, very clean. It's probably one of the cleanest salt. I'm gonna actually post it on my website. I'm not affiliated with them, but I like their products. I take about 20 grams daily of salt. And cooking oil, the only cooking oil you want to use is animal fats or maybe coconut. That's it. You want to keep it as anti-inflammatory as possible, and you want to make sure you stay away from any seed oils or any man-processed stuff. So stick with animal fats is going to be your cleanest source, and or you can use coconut oil as well too. If you have olive oil, don't use it for cooking. Just use it to actually put on top of your salads or dressing, for example. What did you say about palpitation and magnesium glycinate? What causes palpitation is usually the glycinate, the glycine, because what happens is glycine has an impact on calcium. When calcium goes too low, you end up having palpitations. Duke, did you find the ball or not yet? We have so many holes and no ball. Nothing. You lost it, didn't you? Ants, bugs, mosquitoes hate cloves with lemon peels. Hate cloves with lemon peels. I make little bag with simple medical mask. Place them everywhere. Don't need to spray around my house. Also leave in the bush. Okay. Clove and lemon peels. There's some ideas I'm getting from you guys. I'm gonna try it out. Magnesium glycinate causes palpitations, not for everyone. Certain individuals, they actually have a sensitivity to glycine. And yes, that's the only reason they end up getting palpitation. That's the only reason, Kathy, not for everybody. It varies on the individuals. Sometimes if you drop your calcium too low, and you can drop your calcium very, very low with taking glycine, high load of glycine. Also live in the bush. Also live in the bush, not leave. Check out a product called Wonderside. It's mainly a cedar oil solution. They have ready to spray or concentrate to spray is 12.3% cedar oil. Let me take a picture of that. Let me get my other phone. Because I know when the live is done, I won't be able to see if I can take a picture. Are you still remote? I am still remote, yes. I'm gonna be here for probably the next, all the way till December, like last year. Let's take a picture of this. Wait, Duke. Perfect, we got a picture of it. From your, Sandra, I got a picture of it, and Blaine, thank you guys. We got this summer for the outdoor stuff came in yesterday. We ordered this from Home Depot. It took us almost 2 weeks and they came all damaged. There's a dent here, there's damages on the small seats, everywhere. So they haven't decided whether to kind of replace it for me or kind of give me like a reimbursement of some sort. Duke, you want to stay there? We'll have to go soon. How old is Duke? 3. Blaine, you got it. Yeah, Duke is a big boy. Where are you going? That's horrible. Sorry to hear. Let's refund our brand new set. Yeah, it's too bad. You know, I waited for these outdoor seats to come in. You know, you wait 2 weeks for them. They drop them off all the way at the gate. So I had to go all the way down, take the whole box and put it on my small trailer, drive it back up here. You open it up and most of the stuff is damaged. You call the company, they said, well, we have to think about it, or you have to drive and actually return it. And I can't really drive and return it. It's a 6-hour drive. So they either have to kind of get me a new one or send me a reimbursement and see, you know, but it's too bad, it's just damage. Which magnesium is good if someone has palpitation? You actually have to take magnesium ionic chloride because you need to saturate your cells correctly. If you don't saturate your cells correctly, the palpitations are always going to be there. And trust me, when I'm talking about saturation, it doesn't happen overnight or within a month or two. Based on your level, based on how your intestines respond, it can take anywhere from sometimes a year to 2 years. Duke, love you, miss you. Which magnesium is good? Please repeat where you will be changing everything. What do you mean changing everything? Where will you be? Hey, where are you going, Duke? Don't be destroying stuff. We're watching you. Is BC going to leave Canada with Alberta? Well, I don't know if Alberta is going to end up splitting. See, what happened is if Alberta splits, then I think Saskatchewan would be next, then probably BC would be. I'm hoping, but I don't think it's going to happen because right now a lot of the indigenous people are kind of against it, and kind of don't like the idea because it's almost and you know I don't know what's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be a hit and miss what's gonna happen in the next few months. If Alberta splits, I think they can actually get quite strong again because for the oil and gas, because when I was working in the oil and gas, we did like really good, but since Trudeau took over and they shut off the oil and gas, Alberta used to support all Canada. Now it's all been shut down, right? We haven't had any oil and gas for probably more than 10 years, so they destroyed Alberta, and yet our prices keep rising like crazy. Right now, the gas is gonna probably hit an extra $1 they're claiming. So I don't know, we'll see what's gonna happen. But I hope if we do split, which is I don't think is gonna happen, it's gonna be probably a hit and miss. We'll see what happens soon. Yeah, I hope BC does, or else, you know, hopefully they do. I don't know what's gonna happen. Have a great day, Maurice. Thanks for all the advice. Cheers. I found it. Thanks. Awesome. So yeah, I think it's all a matter of timing. We'll see what's gonna happen. Let's see what Duke's doing. He's probably hiding on me again. Duke. Hey, it's getting a little bit brighter. Maurice, my wife blood work improved a lot following your advice. That's awesome. That's good to hear. Keep me updated on a lot of the changes and how everything is going. And same with your mom as well too. Glad to hear things are working out. Best time to have fish oil with food twice a day. At least a teaspoon every time. Keep in mind, the first thing that your body looks for whenever it goes into an inflammation is your omega-3. And make sure, you know, your ratios, omega-6 to omega-3 should never really exceed 1:1. That's the highest it should be, 1:1, never higher than that. Stay away from anything that actually increases your omega-6 levels. Greatly appreciate your help anytime. Any advice on leaky gut? Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do on leaky gut. It's the food you consume. Fix that first, then we can look into other supplementation and stuff. Because if the food is still not good, you're never gonna be able to fix your gut correctly. So omega-6 no good. Omega-6 in limitation. But the problem is everything we eat has omega-6. Like even if, I'll give you an example. Right now, even when you buy, let's say, store-bought eggs, instead of being rich in good essential fatty acid, they're actually they're very high in omega-6 because the corn and the soy and all that crap they feed. So everything is very high in omega-6, and it's all been done that way to actually make sure everybody's living in a high inflammation level no matter what. And whenever you live in a high inflammation level, your body will never recover, will never heal, and it's almost like you're taking one step forward, 10 steps backward. It's tough. What do you see, Duke? What's going on? What's good multivitamin for an older person with stomach problems? I would never recommend a multivitamin for anybody, Teresa, because there's no such thing as, one vitamin that fits everybody's pocket, for example, right? Every person is uniquely different because you eat different than I eat, or and vice versa. So it doesn't mean if there's a multivitamin that you're gonna do really, really well on it or others. So everything has to be customized based on the issues you're experiencing and based on the food intake, because your food intake is different than mine, for example. So therefore, if I eat beef liver and beef heart, I'm getting a lot more density of food compared to you eating, let's say, chicken and fish. You would require different vitamins and minerals than I would do. So it varies. But anybody with the stomach issues, we always have to go back to the original food we've always consumed, which is beef and eggs, meat and eggs. Once you actually adapt on that, then we can actually do some adjustments to increase the acidity in your gut, because the only reason you have gut issues is because you lost a lot of the acidity, and that's why you also have ulcers and other things happening because your pancreas is not working correctly. I take apple cider vinegar before last meal, salt in morning, started eating lots of proteins. I see a difference already in my gut. No more sugar. I stopped eating majdool dates, rohani. That's awesome, Sandra. Yeah, keep at it. That's awesome. The whole idea is to kind of minimize, anything that has sugar in it as much as possible. Sticking with almost, I'm not saying, everybody should stick to like a carnivore diet, but it is a healthy single ingredient food that, our bodies are meant to thrive on it. Eating 1 pound of meat every day with couple eggs, that's all you need to actually maintain good health. And of course, if you can include some organs once in a while, would be excellent. Really hard to stop eating maple syrup and raw honey. That was my natural drug. Doing it gradually. It is, once you start to kind of fulfill the missing gaps in your diet, you start to actually feel a lot more satiated. And when you feel a lot more satiated, then you can actually, you can have one meal and you can be uh, satiated for hours. Like right now, every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I will be fasting. I will only be eating like a single meal. That's it on these days, because these days are usually my busy days where I actually spend most of the time building or fixing things just to kind of catch up. And usually I never really care about food. So this is my days to actually fast and eat a single meal. And the other 4 days I would eat 2 meals a day. So this way I do like a rotational thing. Maurice, at my place, very hard to get pasture raised eggs. And that's the thing, like if it is hard to get pasture raised eggs and you're still getting like say commercial eggs, I run into that issue here as well too quite a bit. Even thought, I live here in off grid, and I did find quite a bit of farmers, but they all take shortcuts to actually, increase the egg production or others. So what I do is I tend to take a lot of omega-3 so I can actually balance my ratios. Have you used Oreos to cheat your LDL down? The Oreos concept was brought up almost about 22 years ago by a physicist that we used to actually, I know him really well. We used to work out, and we came up with a concept of carb loading, and that carb loading was actually meant for bodybuilders. So what happened is you go on a carnivore diet or a strict meat and eggs eating, and we do like what is called the carb load once a week. And by doing that carb load once a week, Blaine, we were able to manipulate and actually lower LDL levels. So this guy that actually did the video on YouTube, he said, well, you know, if you eat like carbohydrates 20 grams or so a day, you can actually do the same thing, which is true, what he's talking about, but it doesn't have to be with Oreos. It could be anything that has a simple carb to it, and works as good. I've been doing it for more than 20 years myself. That's why I don't eat carbs every day. I'm strictly 100% carnivore, and I will still do like a carb load once a week, and that's how we actually maintain a proper LDL levels. And actually it prevents them from being oxidized too. So which is a cool hack to actually do. Is pasta good to have? No, pasta is 100% processed. If you're gonna have it, let's say maybe once in a blue moon, it's okay if your gut can handle it. If not, I would stay away from it. Chocolate ice cream. Is that yours, Blaine? Chocolate ice cream? I gotta make some. I haven't had any for a while. I'm gonna actually do like a 3 boiled eggs maybe today, because today is my cheat day. Maybe I'll do like 3 boiled eggs, but I'm out of cocoa butter. Damn. Maybe put some coconut and some honey in there, raw honey if I can get some. I should get my own beehive here, would be nice. Okay, thanks, Maurice. Cucumber full of electrolytes. What about watermelon? Watermelon is full of sugar. I know it's sweet. I only eat a meal a day and have a few soaked nuts. Fasting feels so good. That's awesome. Yeah, watermelon is not bad. It just does have a lot of sugar. It is high in citrulline, which converts to like nitric oxide for certain individuals, which is not bad. Tell me about trace minerals. I am taking Aussie trace minerals. Yeah, Aussie trace minerals is going to be one of your best intake. I take it daily, about 40 drops per cup of water every 4 hours, so you can actually saturate your cells with magnesium, but make sure you're actually getting hydrated correctly, because if you're not hydrated and you're just drinking pure clean water, pretty much you're overstimulating your kidneys for nothing, and you're causing your body to actually becomes weaker, and your filtration. So make sure your water is hydrated correctly. You need to show us your food list for your week. My food list is so simple, guys. Let me show you. Let's go open up the fridge, and so you guys don't think that I cheat or do certain things. But let me see. I have a very small fridge. Let's go see what's in my fridge. Then we can go see what's in my freezer, maybe. Duke is coming. He thinks it's time to eat. Okay, go ahead, Duke. Go. Let's switch to the camera. Wait. Let me close the door. So we have... Wait. So we get no bugs. Where are you? Come with me. Doc, my feet feel swollen, but it doesn't look... Duke, you get a mosquito in here. It doesn't look what? It doesn't look swollen. It's coming from your kidneys. So let's open the fridge. So look at this. Oops. So we got my cod liver oil. That's the one I take. We got meat. This is for Duke. This is for Duke. This is for me. This is the food I eat. It's a yak meat. We got eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4 cartons of eggs. And these carrots, I don't eat carrots. These are for Duke so he can clean his teeth. So I tried different type of eggs. We got, so this is the best one, the free range one that I got. These are actually good. The yolk orange, which is nice. This one and that one, I tried them as well, and the yolk is yellow, which was a waste of time and money. That's it. Anything else you guys want to see? Cold nutty bear bars. Hey, Maurice and Duke. Hey, Gia, how are you? Come on, let's go outside. Oh yeah, and here's the trace minerals that I actually use as well too, that we were talking about earlier. Duke, we have no furniture yet. When is it gonna come? We got all this stuff and it's damaged. Let's go. Let's go outside. Ready? Gorgeous logo. Cheers, Michelle. Oh, the sun is getting brighter. I have to go through the garbage soon. There you go. You guys give you a nice view. Is a good amount of magnesium. It has good amount of magnesium. Yes, every 40 drops, you get 200 milligrams of magnesium ionic chloride. You get about 65% of elemental, and that's what we need. And that's how much your body can absorb per dose, is roughly 200 milligrams. So you don't want to go higher than 200 milligrams. But because its half-life is about 4 hours, so you can take it every 4 hours. I love with the view. In love with that view. Yeah, there's the big mountain. Can you guys see the snow on top? I don't know if you can see it all the way up there. We still have a little bit of snow. It's supposed to actually melt soon, but it hasn't been as nice. Do you see bears sometimes? This year, I've only seen one black bear so far since I've been here. Other than that, we've seen a lot of turkeys. They've been coming to the land, which is nice. Keep in mind, guys, behind me is all crown land. Every 4 hours, well, you can start with 20 drops and increase it to 40 drops. I can handle 40 drops. If you can't handle 40 drops, stick to 20 drops. But yeah, because behind me is all crown land. Duke, come with me. We got these the other day, so I can finish my water line still. You have an accent. What's your nationality? I'm from Lebanon originally. Where is this place? I'm in Canada. Sasquatch. I haven't seen any yet. What's most scary thing you saw in your location? Nothing. I'm kind of used to all the animals, so it doesn't really bother me much. Unless we see like a grizzly bear or something, then I'll have to take out my rifle. I won't shoot it. I will just shoot in the air so I scare her off. No, Duke, we're not gonna go play in the water. So right behind me there, this is my little greenhouse that I'm trying to actually finish this year and cover it because I took the cover off and finish all the water lines because I got everything going. I have to guess right. I guessed right on Lebanon. So yeah, it's all crown land. From this section all the way there, it's all crown land. So there's all my cucumbers for this year because that's all I'll be eating. We got some elderberry plants. We have blackberry. We have blueberries, raspberry, honeyberries. We have a small tree of cherries. We got honeyberries. We got honeyberries. That's all I eat is honeyberries. But guess how? Last year I only got half a cup because the weather was not that good. Why my ferritin is high when my iron is low? You're probably deficient in vitamin A retinol. There's my apple tree. I planted this last year. So actually it's doing good. So I usually wait till the end of the season before I actually buy any of the trees. So this way, this year they're already in ground and everything. There's my honeyberry as well. I have a lot of honeyberries. Some of these are like wild honeyberries that I got and I've been growing for over the years. So this year they're actually grown pretty good. There's another honeyberry, another one. Oh yeah, I have a nice wild blueberries. Let's go check it out. I have about 8 plants of them. They actually been growing. There's my little garage. I made the container into a garage. We're gonna fix it up. There's my, this is a wild blueberry. So you guys can see them already. I don't know if you can see them. They're starting to come out. Do you have Rich soil, yeah, is very good here. Anything I plant, actually, it comes out like nicely. It's very rich with nutrients and everything. And the way you can tell the soil is rich, whenever you get horsetail is cold, that means the soil is very, very rich. Very nice beauty of nature and its abundance. Thank you, Tina. How do you prevent pests from berries? I have a huge blackberry bush, but it gets worms. The only thing is I've been using is Epsom salt and magnesium, and that's how I kind of keep them away from the berries. But I haven't tried to spray anything. I was told one person you can actually put MCT oil, and I haven't tried it yet. Something else you actually spray, and doesn't allow them to actually eat your fruits or anything like that. Oops. Do you need a live and gardener? Do you need a live? Yes, cucumber. When I have a headache, I eat 1.5 cucumber down the crushed tummy, and headache disappear right away. So awesome. Cucumbers wakes you up too. Nice rich soil. Wow. Yeah, the cucumbers are good, especially if you add some sea salt to it as well too. Neem oil. There we go. That's what it was. Epsom salt and magnesium. Or spray it on the flowers. Epsom salt and magnesium on the flowers. Does copper make them grow faster? I don't know if it does or not. I tried last year. It didn't really make a difference. Maybe I didn't do it properly. I'm not sure. When to spray the neem oil? I don't know. Maybe Jeanette can actually answer that question. How do I take vitamin A? I only eat meat. Get some liver. Some beef liver or lamb liver is rich in vitamin A. That's how you should actually get it. If you're gonna supplement, you could. You just gotta make sure it is oil-based. You probably get about 10,000 IU per one drop. Any supplements that can prevent diabetes? It's your intake of food can prevent diabetes. Neem oil is a natural spray for plants. Okay, I will check it. Neem oil. I'll see. I gotta order a lot of this stuff from Amazon because it'll be very, very tough to find it here. Thank you. You are the best. Cheers. Let's flip the camera for you guys. There we go. So you can see what Duke is watching. He's just sitting there watching. What are you watching, Duke? Many cheers. Thank you. Duke, what are you watching? I'll sit beside you. It's okay. Tell me what you see. Everything is nice and green. What is this? What country? I'm in Canada. You said you were going to try something for hair growth a bit of time ago. Is it working? I don't know. My hair is growing slowly. There was 2 companies supposed to actually send me. One company was supposed to send me like specific oil, which is never made it here. And I contacted the company. The company did not respond. The other one was actually a laser that I got from one company, sent it to me from China. I'm working on it. It says I need close to about 52 or 62 sessions. I'm only halfway through. So they said once you hit your time of 60 some sessions, then you're gonna notice some growth. So I haven't felt any. I do it at least 3 times or 4 times a week. So maybe by the end of the summer, I'll give you a better answer. The unit itself is not that expensive. It's only like $200 I think about $200. Once it works, I'll share it with you guys. You can actually probably order it from China. They sell it here locally when I was in the city for like $700. I think $700 is a waste of money if you can actually buy directly from China. All it is an infrared frequency with the different spectrum that actually allows the scalp to actually be stimulated and allows the hair follicle to grow. Morning, Maurice. Oops, just woke up. Need this education. Abdullah, hey. Abdullah, how are you? Why did you wake up so late? Late night? Partying? Duke. We're probably gonna... I won't be staying that long because I have to go actually to town to get some more eggs. Usually I buy enough eggs for the whole week. So this way, because I gotta... Duke eats about 3 to 4. I eat about 6 to 10 eggs. And the problem is, that's why I want to get the chicken coop going. I found one place that they have 4 weeks and 8 weeks old chickens. But the problem is, if I get them, I won't have eggs till at least September, which is kind of sucks. I'm trying to find somebody who can actually have like a full-grown chicken where I can have eggs right away. They usually get pasture-raised eggs. We have no pasture-raised eggs here, unfortunately. The only ones I have access to is a free-range eggs, but they probably still feed them some type of bullshit grains or something. That's why I have to actually make sure I'm getting enough omega-3s in my diet, so therefore I keep the ratio going correct. Any bear encountered recently? No, I've only seen one black bear almost about a week and a half ago on the road while we were walking, me and Duke. All the best, Maurice. Thank you, Francesco. Actually went to the ER last night and got lumbar CT scan, which I will send it to you for the scanning, I believe. Thanks, boss. Yeah, send it over. I'll check it out for you, Jan, Abdullah. Beautiful place. Thank you. Duke, come up here. We'll go soon. We'll go. I'll take you soon. Come. Come on. Doesn't want to come up? Okay, you can stay there. Now you're coming. Come up here. When you want to go? Soon? Okay. What are your thoughts on liver spots on face? Age spots? It depends on your diet, your food intake that's actually causing that, but usually it's coming from the liver. It's usually coming from the liver, and could be lack of acidity in your gut. Where are you, Maurice? I'm in Canada right now. Joe, hey, say hi to everybody. Okay, sit. We'll go soon. It's okay. Anne, how are you? Subscribe to your YouTube Substack. So grateful for you sharing valuable knowledge, helping with us. Thank you so much for putting that out. I hope you're doing good and you're having a good weekend. Duke says hi. Say hi to everybody. This is his favorite spot, right in the corner. This place must be awesome for your cortisol level. Looks so chill. It is nice and relaxing. You can just sit on the deck and watch this beautiful view. We just need some good sun. Any new ebooks? Yes, I'm redoing one of the ebook on blood pressure. I know it was only like an 8-page blood pressure ebook, but now it's gonna become like an 88-page of blood pressure. And I am working on a book that is gonna be published. Actually, I have a publisher who actually took it over. We're gonna publish it in about 9 months. I cannot tell you what it's all about, but it's gonna be something really, really good. Hi, do you have any information on treating peripheral arterial disease, normal blood test? Yeah, I do, Michelle. Probably if you want the information, it's probably best to book a time with me and we can talk about it, and I can give you a full protocol to actually fix any issues and or reverse any damages. Kiki, thanks so much. Thank you. Love your ebooks, Maurice. Looking forward to the new ones, especially the book. Yeah, the book is gonna be good. Lot of information in there I've been trying to put. That's why I've been taking 2 days off a week so I can actually focus, try to finish at least one or two chapters every time. I take a day off whenever I could, but when it's nice and sunny, it's hard to sit inside and type and write. That's why I've been up at 4 o'clock every morning. So from 4 till about 8, that's when I spend most of the time writing. Where's Duke? He's right here. Give them a smile. Duke, hey. He doesn't want to. He's like looking out. This is his favorite spot. Me and him, we sit here. So when we get the chicken, it'll be interesting to see what he's gonna do with the chicken. Duke is your boss and bodyguard. I will be able to watch that live again. I will be saved. Great information, very educational. Do you take naps or no? No, I haven't taken a nap in 15 years. Duke, say hi to Kiki. Hey. No, I think if anybody's gonna be taking a nap, I think there's something wrong with your diet still, and or you're consuming too much sugar. But it's okay, even if you get off eating the sugar habits and stuff, the body's still gonna take anywhere between 6 months to a year before it actually readjusts. Because keep in mind, anything you change is gonna take time to actually hit your body correctly. That's impressive. No naps in 15 years. Maurice, Duke needs a furry pal. I'd love to get another dog. Would love to get another dog. Unfortunately, I cannot afford to have another dog because I feed Duke fully 100% raw. And it's very, very tough for me to have another dog right now. Would love to, maybe one day. Seriously. Here, the problem here in Canada, everything is becoming very expensive. And it cost me $7 per 1 pound of meat. That's daily for Duke. That's how much I have to pay. So, and the eggs here we pay close to about $1 an egg sometimes, between 80 cents to $1 an egg. So it's very, very expensive. So it'll be very, very tough for me right now. So maybe next year if things are better, or I don't know, we'll see. Maybe if my book becomes very popular and maybe me and Duke, we can have another friend. Right, Duke? Yeah, I know. You want a friend? Yeah, okay. Why do I feel bad when I fast? Do you feel bad in what way? I never nap. That's awesome. Why do I feel bad when I fast? Can you please explain what you mean by feel bad? What? We're gonna go soon. 10 minutes. 10 minutes will be an hour talking with everybody. Then we can go. Okay, I know. Come sit. I get dizzy. Okay, if you're getting dizzy is because you're not getting enough electrolytes and enough salt in your diet. Right now, I haven't ate nothing today, so it's already about 9 a.m. All I've had was about 2 teaspoons of salt myself. So that's how you maintain your proper electrolytes, maintain your proper sodium ratios, everything. So that's why you get dizzy and you probably don't feel as good. So your forefront, so that means as soon as you wake up, you should at least have 1/4 teaspoon of salt in the morning. Make sure it is sea salt. And what I'm gonna do, I'll put on my website the sea salt that I get. It is from Vancouver Island. It's a Canadian salt that I take. It's one of the cleanest form, but you have to take at least 1/4 teaspoon as soon as you wake up. Now I take about a half a teaspoon. I'm just kind of used to it. Do you think of clubbed fingers? What do you think of clubbed finger toes? Oxalates issue, lack of magnesium. Your book will be bestseller, no doubt about it. Will be great gift to offer to friends and family and many of my patients. Thank you, Sandra. Hopefully, we'll see how it turns out. You have it in water? No, I take it the way it is. Let me show you. Let me show you guys. Oops, the company too. Hold on. Come, Duke. Let me show you the one I take, so you guys can get an idea. It is one of the cleanest one out there because I've done a lot of testing on Nicotic salt, Himalayan salt, and this one. This one actually stands out the best. The way it's actually produced, which is really, really good. Give me a second, guys. Fuck up. So this is the one I take. This is the one, the sea salt I have. I don't know if you guys can see it. So this is for your TikTok. This is for. So it is the website on this. It's, where is your website? Canadian Sea Salt. From Vancouver Island Sea Salt. Hey, nice to see you, my favorite doc. And so this is a half a teaspoon. So the one I got is a flaky salt. So there it is. There's your half a teaspoon. So as soon as you wake up, make sure you have some. Then drink your water. Don't mix it with water. I don't like things with water. How often with the salt? Don't do what I do. I take about 10 of these a day. Just keep an eye on your kidneys and make sure it's filtering correctly. But especially when I do 22, 23-hour fasting like today, or sometimes longer. So that's my only food to go to is salt, and of course the magnesium as well, because we still need magnesium. And yeah, I take a lot of salt, and whoever told you that it causes blood pressure or anything, it's not correct. I have that in my book, actually. I talk about it. There's only roughly about 30% of the population are actually sensitive to salt. The rest, we need it. Keep in mind, whenever a person is having a heart attack, what do you think they actually, the first thing they do in the hospital? They stick a huge needle in their chest or in their stomach that actually contains salt. Even if a person is experiencing a heart attack, you can actually put a tablespoon of salt under your tongue and let it slowly absorb to actually prevent any spasm, to actually re-regulate all your potassium levels and your salt levels ratio. Do you have any health issues right now, or do you do it I've had an incident 10 years ago, and that's the only reason I do a lot of these things. So I had an incident 10 years ago where I did have a heart attack, and that's what kind of got me into this a lot more, and that's why I do specialize in heart disease more than anything. So that's why a lot of these things are done. Getting random tachycardia jumps from about 80s to 140 after meals. Should I worry? Yeah, you should worry. That's a massive deficiency. I would probably consider you booking a time with me. We can talk about it, and I can help you how to actually get it fixed. It is fixable, because eventually when it becomes more of a major issue, they're going to start to offer you ablation or cardioversion and other things, which is they don't work. What kind of water I need to drink? I drink straight spring water from the creek that I have here, running water. So if you're gonna get any water, make sure you're not getting it in plastic. Plastic mimics estrogen. What deficiency could it be? There's multiple deficiencies that actually causes that. But one of them is magnesium. Maurice, is it better to have a quarter teaspoon of sea salt than to put it in water? Yeah, like usually it's good to kind of start with a quarter, 1/4 teaspoon. You want to put it with water. You want to put it on your tongue and chew it and drink water. You decide what works best for you. What works for me is I like to actually eat, chew it, and I drink water after. What's better, tap water or bottled? Probably tap water if you can get it filtered. The problem is with the bottled water, we don't know how long it's been sitting in the bottle, which is already leaking chemicals, and it's actually, keep in mind, the plastic mimics estrogen. What's your thoughts on distilled water? The only reason I end up getting AFib, I had AFib probably about 8 years ago because I went on drinking distilled water, making my own distilled water and drinking it. After 3 months, that's when I actually experienced AFib, and it took me almost 1 year to fix it. The problem with distilled water, it is a good detoxifier, but actually it gets rid of your organic and non-organic materials, causing your heart tissue to kind of go out of balance. So I'd be careful of how much distilled water you want to drink. Maybe doing it temporary is fine. Reverse osmosis filter are great, and even countertop ones. Yeah, 100%. Should I take a statin? Why? Book a time with me. We can talk about it. You don't need statins. How about just drinking coconut water? Coconut water is good. It just does have some sugar in it, where it could actually spike your insulin a bit. Is RO water okay? Supposed to remove everything up to the 98%? Yeah, you just have to add your mineralization back into it. All cholesterol levels are high. Resting heart pressure is 145/80. I'm diabetic, using insulin for. I wouldn't really worry too much about the cholesterol. I worry a little bit more about the blood pressure, and because you being diabetic, then it's probably oxidizing your cholesterol. What's the total? What is the ideal amount for hawthorn berry? 1,500 milligrams daily would be ideal. Have you tried hydrogen tablets? I have tried hydrogen tablets almost 8 years ago when they first came out. Very expensive. Is it worth it? It's almost more of a waste of money, more than anything. But if you can afford it, it does have some good benefit, which is not bad. So what causes heart disease is mostly blood pressure, not cholesterol or nothing. Blood pressure, which is, it is an issue because of being pre-diabetic or because you're insulin resistant. $1 a piece. Oh, it's not bad, but still, the hydrogen tablets, you're probably gonna end up using it about 3 times a day. So that's about a $3 a day, about $100 a month. I'm on the taurine. Taurine works great. Yeah, 100%. What could be causing very sharp pain right under chest? It shoots on my neck and face, and I know it's not my heart. It's your pancreas. Which one's best for ejection fraction, acetyl L-carnitine or normal? Normal L-carnitine. Do you recommend carnivore and long fast? I've been on carnivore for 10 years, so yeah, I would recommend carnivore and long fast to hit autophagy. And doing 20-hour fasting 3 times a week, or doing 72 hours once every 2-3 weeks would be ideal. What do you think about eating blueberries? Perfect antioxidant, perfect polyphenols. Keep in mind, we need polyphenols to prevent soft plaque. So yeah, 100%. Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. Make sure eat what's in season. Yoga and mountain biking fix a lot for me. 100%. Why normal carnitine versus acetyl? Past lives, you said. Well, if you can get acetyl is a little bit more expensive, and recently I've been doing some testing on L-carnitine itself, and it's actually giving the same effect. The only reason I'm saying L-carnitine, it is just a little bit of a cheaper form. But yeah, if you can get acetyl, go for it, Ben. Especially if you can get liposomal, even better. I take the liposomal myself. when it comes to acetyl L-carnitine. I ate a lot of chicken, fish, and sweet potatoes. Perfect. Chicken, if it's not pasture raised, is high omega-6 ratio, almost 40-1. Be careful. Sweet potatoes, high in oxalates. If you have no issues with oxalates, by all means, stick with it. What else can you get? Polyphenols. Anything that is berries, you're gonna get the highest polyphenols. Coffee, green tea, you're gonna get polyphenols. I buy lots of berries in the season and freeze tons of it, so I have lots of all winter. Is that okay? Yeah, it should be fine. Frozen is better than actually getting them fresh sometimes because it prevents mold. Maurice Dr. Sinatra, cardiologist, claims magnesium D-ribose carnitine coenzyme Q10 with any diet, your rejection fraction will increase. Do you agree? Even if somebody drinks anything? Yes and no. No, you have to. No matter what, you still have like your ejection fraction. D-ribose, carnitine, coenzyme Q10, and magnesium are your main ones. You can always add, creatine as well. But the problem is, it's not just will fix your ejection fraction and eat whatever you want. No, you still have to actually follow a good diet. Imagine somebody who's eating donuts and toast and oatmeal and everything else and a lot of processed food, but still they take that combination to fix their ejection fraction. Well, it doesn't work that way. You might maybe enhance it by 5%, but why not enhance it more to its upper limit? It's like me telling you, hey, don't worry, as long as you're working out hard, you can eat all the garbage you want in the world, right? You can eat all the processed and you still be fine. It's nonsense because, what you put in your gut will give you the reflection of whether you're going to be in the optimization or not, because it's all about feeding your good bacteria and looking after them. So imagine you're eating like donuts every day and other processed foods, but yet you're taking like a specific supplement to fix your ejection fraction. I think silly saying eat what long take supplements. You need to eat clean too as well, and the ejection fraction. So 100%. Eating clean is the main thing to actually fix the issue. It's like somebody, going even on statins. It's like, okay, since I am on statins, I can just don't care about cholesterol. I can eat whatever I want. They have to be like a good balance. Thoughts on Fadogia, Ergastris, and the Tanga Ali for boosting low testosterone? I know about Tanga Ali works not bad. I haven't heard of Fadogia agresti. I haven't heard of that one. I have to look into it. Can't give you an answer on it. Can you show us what kind of omega-3? I take the cod liver oil by Nartic. It's a Nigerian herb. Oh, that's interesting. I actually have a lot of symptoms from eyes to palpitations to anxiety. Been wanting to book a time. I just can't find the root cause. I can help you find the root cause. This is the cod liver oil I take, guys. I'm not affiliated with them, but that's the one I like to take. Olive oil is good. Olive oil, cold pressed, organic olive oil. Make sure once you open the bottle, you consume it within about 30 days or else it actually oxidizes. Apple cider vinegar, good for gout. Works not bad for gout. Gout is all related to sugar intake and oxalates. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna stay 5 more minutes, guys, because I do have to get going. And Duke is waiting for me. I actually have a lot of symptoms from eyes to palpitation to anxiety. Would be able to find the root cause. I've been wanting to book a time. I just can't find the root. Yeah, I can find the root cause. I can tell you exactly what the root cause is. Book a time with me. We can talk about it. So I need to do anything before, like which blood test and what. We'll talk about the blood work and all that after. But I already know I have a pretty good idea what's happening. And we can actually get you started on a proper protocol for you to follow. What caused your heart attack? Mine got caused from a mixture of things. I was vegan for 9 years. I do have a specific genetic as well too. My mitochondria dropped below 20%. All my vitamins, my vitamin Bs, everything was actually deficient. And I think that's what caused the issue. I never really consumed fats quite a bit, mostly olive oil, but being on a plant base for about 9 years was actually, it destroyed me. And of course, I was insulin resistant. How do I book your time? If you click on my picture in the top left corner, it's gonna take you to my main page. On the main page, there's gonna be a website. If you go there, you can actually book a time with me. Could omega-3 help lower high blood pressure? It prevents, it does have an anticoagulation effect. So it could actually reduce it a bit, but high blood pressure is actually a deficiency. How can I lower my blood pressure naturally? I did an ebook on how to lower a blood pressure with all the supplements required, diet, everything on it. Maybe you guys can download it if you go to my website. And same time, you're gonna support my channel. Pain in legs. Pain in legs. Depends what kind of pain, whether it's a muscle, whether it's a bone, whether it's just weakness. It could be many things that is happening in your legs. Are you still diabetic? My HbA1c level is 4.7%. Weakness. So weakness is lack of electrolytes, and you're probably not working out your lower body at all, like doing squats or lunges or anything like that, especially your calves. Hey Gigi, how are you? I'll email you. Sounds good, Ali. Looking forward to it. Do you take medication for it? For what? For diabetic? I don't take any medication. No, diabetic is 100% fixable without medication. It's all what you eat. I've been on a carnivore diet for 10 years. All I eat is mostly meat and eggs. So was you on hard carb diet when you was plant-based? Of course. What do you think we eat mostly on plant-based? A lot of plant-based and a lot of sugars. So we're constantly eating. We're almost sorry to say this. I don't have anything against vegans and stuff, but vegans are like almost like cows. All we do is freaking graze all day long to actually maintain our satisfaction, because we're such in a hunger phase, because we're constantly spiking insulin, dropping, spiking insulin, dropping. It's like we're going up and down with insulin, and that's why we're always hungry, we're always chewing, we're always grazing and stuff. How many eggs can I eat a day? 20 eggs a day, 24 eggs a day is nothing wrong with that. How to schedule consult with you. Gigi, if you click on my picture in the top left corner, it's going to take you to my main page. On the main page, you're going to see my website. Then from there, you can actually click on the website and book whether you want a 30 minutes or an hour. What foods to avoid for anxiety? Sugar. But what happens is with anxiety, you're missing one of the main amino acids, L-theanine and tyrosines, that you don't get from food anymore. Hey, Mark, how are you? I'll take 5. Let's see here. We got, okay, I'll give you guys 2 more minutes. Then I have to get going, seriously. Maybe I'll come back again tomorrow so I can go finish my work. Thank you. It is included with the yolk. Oh, 100%, 100%. The yolk has half of your amino acid, but it has all the essential fatty acids. You got your omega-3, you got your choline, you got your phospholipids, you got everything you require in a yolk. You can actually survive just eating eggs every single day. Best time to take magnesium bisglycinate before you sleep. Thank you for the live. Have a great weekend, Maurice, and everyone in the chat. Cheers, and keep smiling, everybody. Cheers. Thanks so much, Sandra. You too. Have a wonderful weekend. Are you living in the same place? I am back off the grid. Yes. Does L-carnitine interact with the blood thinners? They do not. No. Thank you. How are you, Maurice? Hey, Sammy. Booking my appointment. Sounds good. Looking forward to it, Kiki. Good. I hope you and Duke as well. We are doing great, Mark. I haven't received your email yet in regards to the blood work. Don't forget to send it over, please, when we talked last week. Boiled eggs? Yeah, I boiled the eggs. I should show you guys how I boil them. It's really good. It is not raised cholesterol. The dietary cholesterol has nothing with your blood cholesterol, guys. Nothing. Trust me on that. What is the size of a normal liver? There's no point of answering the question of a normal liver, the size of it, because every person is different. There's actually a specific test you can get to see how much fat your liver has, and if it has more than 5%, then you have an issue. Hi, I asked you about alcitrulline and you said take it if you are under 40. Please tell me if to take it. You can take it under the age of 40, yeah, which is fine. Over the age of 40, it's never going to do anything for you. You'll have to switch because our body does not have the enzyme to actually convert it from an amino acid to a usable nitric oxide. I need to finish the translation. Sounds good. You rock, Maurice. Cheers. Thank you. All your ebooks are amazing. Thank you, Anne, for putting that out there. Guys, there's a lot of ebooks on my website for a lot of the stuff you guys are asking me, so feel free to download them. If you go to my website, you'll have access to everything. Amin, how are you? Okay, we got 3 more minutes and I'm gone. Seriously. I know I like to stay talking to you guys on live because there's a lot of valuable information I like to talk about. It's a passion of mine, but definitely I do have to get going soon. What should I take for nitric oxide? I am 55. If you go onto my website, and Javed, if you go to my website from my main page on TikTok there, you can actually go to my supplement section. There's only 2 patent companies that they actually produce nitric oxide. Everyone else makes it from amino acid, which is we cannot convert it once we are over the age of 40. So the ones I have on the website are actually made from specific nitrate formulas. He knows what he's talking about. Listen to him. Straightforward questions are best. Thank you so much, cool Chris. What should I do if I go into a low carb diet as a diabetic type 2? What's gonna happen? Nothing's gonna happen. Your body's gonna switch. It's gonna eventually switch, and you're gonna start to become more insulin sensitive. Now, in the beginning phases, you have to add a lot of electrolytes, like stuff like this. A lot of electrolytes into your diet, so you can actually prevent your body from crashing and allow the body to actually transform correctly. What website? It is. I don't know how can I write this. I can't write it on there. Let me show you guys. Website. Let me just put it on my computer here. Maybe I can reverse the screen so you can see the website. Sandra, going to buy the year membership. Is it worth it? We'll share with several people so you can get second dog. Thank you. Take care, Sandra. You take care of yourself and have an amazing weekend as well too. Let me, I'm gonna switch the screen for a sec. So there's the website. I don't know if you guys can see it. So it's stan.store/Maurice Daher. That's my website. Dumb question, but it's but is water electrolyzed? No, water is not electrolyzed because water does not contain all the mineralization because it's been depleted by corporations and companies unless you are able to get spring water. What's your thoughts on Senator Mike Oxlund trying to push the bill on increasing the education fees by 55? If I come by, I know it would be a live cheer for Massa. Cheers. What is good for eyes? One of the most thing you want to try is taurine. Taurine would be good to get started with the eyes. Guys, I do have to get going. I know whoever asked me for the website earlier as well too. I'm gonna show you up here on a phone. So there's a main website, stan.store/Maurice Daher. Can high-fat food affect people on low-carb diet? Well, it's going to give you better energy because when you are on a low-carb diet, you're actually going to be using fat for energy. It's the same thing when people like are in a standard American diet, they use carb for energy. Your body can actually switch between carb and fat, but prefer fat all the time. So that's why when we actually go on a low-carb diet, we tend to actually, even if you consume, let's say people, take it the wrong way, fat is for energy, and actually you burn a lot more as well too, which is good. I got taurine powder for my cat. Can I use it too? Yeah, 100%. Take at least 3 grams daily 3 to 9 grams. It depends on the issue. Yeah, we give taurine to a lot of our pets. It's actually good for their heart to protect it. The store is going to be late. Yeah, I know. Okay, I gotta go, guys, because I do have to get going. I know I've been saying that for the past 10 minutes, and the questions, they keep coming in. If you guys missed some of the previous questions that we've had earlier, the recording is on YouTube channel. So you can actually go on YouTube and you can watch the full recording, and you'll get all the answers from there. In the meantime, you guys have an amazing weekend. If I'm not busy tomorrow, I'll definitely stop by, because I do have to get going, and we'll definitely stay in touch. You guys take care of yourselves. Thanks so much for all the comments. And if I do miss any questions, I do apologize. Please send it to me as DM. More than happy to respond. Cheers, guys.